Hi, Tim from the Thaiger, and today we're having a talk to James Corbin McKenzie from FazWaz. Now, James is talking about something that anybody who's interested in buying property in Thailand needs to know, and that is facts. And now, FazWaz has got a new app that just concentrates on facts. James, tell us, what can we see on this app?
Hi Tim, very pleased to be here today. So FazWaz Insights really looks to break down the complexities of data in the real estate market and provide access to information that you would not necessarily be able to find online.
Okay, so this isn't just about the pretty pictures, this is about the numbers.
Correct.
So people can make a more informed decision?
Yes, they can. What we also have is the ability to extract information from the whole process, which we found is very limited in this space. So what we wanted to do was provide details in a manageable and digestible format for all users, whether you're a developer or a buyer. We understand that people aren't data analysts, so it needs to be simple and easy to understand for the everyday user.
So let me get this right. From the whole FazWaz website, you're sort of pulling all the relevant information out and compiling it into graphs and numbers.
Correct, yes. So we focus on four main categories in Insights, which really starts at the very first thing people do, which is search online. So we break down their search trends and their search habits to understand, are there particular properties people are interested in, or particular types of properties or an area, for example. That then transitions into the actual inquiries that are placed online. So it's very interesting to see what people are searching for, but then what they actually inquire on, which then leads us into our third category, which is inventory, which looks at the supply on the market. You can't have demand without supply. Then the final aspects is the actual sold transactions that take place in Thailand. So it gives you the full holistic process to really break down and dive into.
Well, James, a lot of people usually complain when they're buying property in a place like Thailand that it's sometimes difficult to really know what the true value is. But on a site like this app, you're able to extrapolate all the similar properties from around the same area or the
Correct.
Similar type of property.
Yes, so pricing is one huge aspect of the real estate market, and especially the transparency that comes around pricing and property information. So what we have is it really starts from the cleanliness of our data set and actually really filtering down and providing, as I said, a clean data set for us then to build off of that. Without clean data, the insights just happen to manipulate the markets and again, provide people with the lack of transparency when it comes to what is my property worth, or will there be interest in my type of property, for example.
Well, it's not only for the developers, it's also for people who are reselling, who want to say, what am I going to ask realistically
Correct.
to be able to sell the property?
Yes, and that's part of those aspects are actually in some of the new features that we're going to be bringing to support FazWaz Insights in the near future. Really what FazWaz Insights will do is show you the previous trends. A great quote that I've heard before is that in order to predict the future, we have to look historically first. So what we wanted to do was provide that information so people can see the trends and movements, understand them, and then predict for the future going ahead. So pricing does become, we provide the average sales price, the median sales price, and we look to give people an idea of how long a property can potentially be on the market for as well.
Right, so when I open up this app, what am I going to see? I'm going to see a page with these four main areas.
Yes, so firstly, when you access the app, we will be providing a couple of key questions to ask because we want to make it specific to the area you're researching or the place that you're buying in. So we will tailor the app to say if you're interested in Phuket condominiums or you're selling a Phuket condominium, the app will be tailored to your specific insights, and it will take you straight into the search aspects of the data.
So what, as far as the location is concerned or
Correct.
the type of property you're looking for?
So you actually can combine with our filters over 450 different combinations of data in the app.
Wow.
So we can actually tie together, say, let's take last month, for example. We can then set a filter that says we want to specifically look at just Phuket, and we want to specifically look at just condos. The app will then filter that information to provide the same graphs as we can see behind us, but specific to that region and to that property type.
Okay. Just looking behind us, I mean, it seems to me that it's all about numbers and graphs and things.
Yes.
If you're looking for pretty pictures, this isn't the app to use, right?
Well, we like to put it as a kind of combination of both. We know that a data table or just stats and numbers doesn't really translate to people when they're reading it. It's very difficult, and we understand people can get lost. As I said, not everyone's a data analyst to break down these features. So what we want to do is provide the simple graphics that can illustrate the true meaning of those data points.
Out of interest, my understanding is that this app was actually developed in-house?
Correct. So we've actually built this app from scratch. So where we first had to start was looking at the access to data we've had, and this is where FazWaz is very uniquely positioned in the marketplace, as we do cover that whole process. We found that inconsistent data sets from, say, a portal that's doing the listing information to another brokerage that's doing the sales information, it gets lost in the trend. So we've actually focused on search through to inquiries, through to the inventory, through to the sales, which then allows us to provide that in-depth analysis from a consistent data set.
All right, so finally, who are the people who are going to get the most advantage out of this app?
Great question. We see this as an app that can be used for all consumers, whether that's a developer, as I said, a buyer, a seller, a renter, or even just someone looking to do market research. That's the main point that we found, is that there's bad information being released into the marketplace, which, as you said, is causing issues for people when it comes to look at real estate. So we want to be that authority and provide a great foundation to build off.
Okay, with James Corbin Mackenzie, who is the sort of the stats man at FazWaz. He's been intimately involved with this project for the past 3 or 4 months. So congratulations on the release.
Thank you, Tim.
And good luck with this brand new FazWaz app.
Perfect. Just one last thing, it's free to download, so don't miss out on any live data today.
Thanks for watching.